I saw this thing that was like Netflix should have a category that's like can watch while being on your phone 100% of the time or something like that.
Welcome to No Ordinary Friendship.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Teresa.
Let's catch up.
Hi, Emily.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, listeners. We are remote, so if our mojo is off, that's why. It's not because we're having a fight.
It's because my Wi-Fi connection sucks and I need to get better Wi-Fi.
This isn't on the breaking news, but Teresa and I are both going through, her more than me because she's had even a bigger change with moving, but we're going through kids starting school. And it's like TK and kindergarten, which apparently are just completely different beasts from preschool. At least that's my experience.
Wait, I thought TK, TK and
Isn't
preschool
Tyler
are not
in
the same
TK?
thing? I don't know. I thought he was in preschool.
Oh, Tyler's still in preschool?
Wait,
I thought
actually,
he was
I'm
starting
confused.
TK.
Well, what's the difference? Isn't it just based on age?
I don't know. I thought TK was like more in the public school system or private
Yeah.
school system versus like more daycare-y vibes.
Okay, for sure. Because I guess my younger one just started preschool today, and it's
Mhm.
very preschool vibes. So I guess curriculum wise, Tyler's definitely in like a TK program. But yes, we are in the throes of it. We're in the beginning stages of figuring out what's happening.
Yes. Okay, on to our official breaking news. Tell us about your move, Teresa. It has consumed you so much I haven't seen you in over a week.
It is crazy. I don't think I'm ready to share a full recap because I'm still processing the trauma from it all. Like there's a lot of stuff that's happening. Like the move itself on one day is fine. You hire movers, they're fantastic. Anybody in the like SF Bay area, highly, highly recommend this company called Brother Movers. And you can see they have like over 1,000 reviews and all 5 stars. Because even though like many of them don't speak English. So that just kind
of shows. Are they a
shows
Chinese moving company?
I think so. Steven managed the move. But you know, it's the aftermath. It's the unpacking. It's everything that comes after they've shipped everything over to this new location. It's like, well, I did a really poor job packing. So now I have to like figure out how to unpack this poorly organized box system that I have going on. And for us, like we're not going to unpack everything. So
that almost makes it more complicated.
Yeah, it's been a journey. Like, yes, technically we got everything out, but now what? I think I'm still going to be on the path of like trying to sell a lot of stuff, but we have some really large pieces of furniture that were like highly discounted that like now people want. And I'm like, well, it's too late now. Like we left the city.
I guess if they want to drive down to pick it up, they can.
Yeah, I think a lot of people use lug though in the city, and so it's like not worth the money for really big furniture. I wonder if they have something like that in the South Bay.
I don't know. We just got rid of our couch. As I mentioned, we were going to be couch shopping because of Charlie's allergies. And Victor posted it for free on Facebook Marketplace. He got like a ton of interest. He's like, none of them are scams. And I was like, yeah, they can't scam you because you're giving it away for free. But someone actually came like the next day with like a big pickup truck and took it. They were able to fit our L-shaped couch on the back of a pickup truck.
Amazing. They just like kind of took it apart, right?
Yeah, it came apart in 2 pieces. So I think that helped.
Gotcha. I'll do more of a recap later, but we kind of have double of a lot of things right now. And so figuring out what to keep and what to toss is just, I guess, in a word, annoying. Because we're just trying to figure that out. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wanted to say a big thank you to you because last time we chatted about our AC being broken in our rental unit, you told me to get a second opinion. And I almost didn't. Like, I was ready to pull the trigger with our one single, like, person. But the second person who went ended up being, like, really familiar with the building. Also recommended replacing it altogether just because it's an old AC. But his repair was $2,000 cheaper than the first guy's quote.
Oh, whoa.
So we went with that, and the AC is functioning for now. So thank you,
Yay!
Teresa.
You're so welcome. And come on, Emily, that's best practice, right? I know, I get it though. Sometimes you just kind of like feel like if they're familiar, then they would be good enough. That's great that he's like really familiar with your building too.
Yeah, I guess I've never had like such a big expense to think like I need a second opinion because it's usually like a couple hundred or something, and you're like, okay, just go ahead.
Right.
But this one is like into the 10,000s. I was like, okay, I don't want to just like shell it out.
It's crazy sometimes. Like I've gotten a quote where it was like like kind of like you, like thousands of dollars in difference of like a very seemingly simple task.
Totally. So,
and then other ones where they're like exactly the same.
Yeah. Good reminder to everybody, like to always get a second opinion or don't shy away from it, even though you're like, oh, well, they already came. They should be right. Like you can save a lot of money.
You can. And for the most part, it's worth it. And they understand that too.
Yeah.
Okay, Emily, we launched our Amazon storefront. I want to know what's on your storefront because thank you for managing our storefront
that nobody visits. Well, I'm torn because since we talk a lot about like being minimalist and not, just buying stuff for the sake of buying stuff, I'm trying to keep the list small, but then it's like really boring to shop because there's like 6 items on it right now. But I promise listeners over time it'll grow.
No, it's just very specially curated to the stuff that like we think is actually worth promoting and recommending.
Yeah. And I also think as time goes on, if we talk about something on the podcast, then we can add it. But right now I'm like, it's hard for me to retroactively remember what we've mentioned. One thing I did put is the kids' food scissors because I use those like every day. And I really think it's such a good investment. It's not even expensive. And there are different brands out there. The ones that I linked, I really think are the best.
So true. So true. I went to somebody, who was I telling? I really thought it was like everybody knew about the snoo or everyone knows what a bassinet is. I thought food scissors were just like as standard as that. And I was talking to somebody and they had no idea that food scissors was a thing in their lives.
Oh my gosh,
they could have really used a podcast to recommend it to them.
And then I think I also put recently the weights that I told you about, the ones like the ankle and wrist weights.
Oh, yeah.
I've only used them once, but I liked it. And I'm like, I think it's a worthwhile, like small ad. So you're exercising a little bit more in your day-to-day life.
Did you try putting it on your ankles yet?
Not yet, because remember how I hurt my foot at a kid's birthday party?
Oh, yeah.
I'm still hobbling around a little bit. It's definitely getting better. So I don't think I broke my toe, but I went to like a bouncy house birthday party, everyone, and I somehow going down a slide with my girls like bent my toe the wrong way, and it like was really, really painful for a week.
The funny thing is you went to like another bouncy house this past weekend too.
Yes, but I didn't partake. I just stood on the side.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm looking forward to like clicking into our Amazon storefront that is linked in our show notes.
Yes.
Okay, let's go on to guess how much.
Yes, these are all yours.
Yeah. Okay. So this is me asking you how much everything you think it is. Okay. Have you looked into blinds or drapery at all lately?
No, I think I did because we did it in our Playa Vista condo when we first moved in, but I don't remember at all how much it cost.
Okay, good. I'm looking for my room. Like a wall of my bedroom is doors, 2 windows, but I just want to get like draperies done for the entire wall, basically. There's some existing stuff there now, so they would only have to take off like the main drape, not the sheer one.
Okay.
And there's hardware in place already. But the only thing I'm adding, I guess, is blackout. And then like brand new color drapes too. Like how much do you think that is?
Wait, just the drapery, not the blinds? Or you're adding blackout like blinds?
Oh, sorry. So that's for 1 bedroom. Bedroom number 2 for Logan's room, we're going to add in honeycomb blinds, the kind where you can just like easily push up or pull down so that you can get a little bit of light from both the top and the bottom. Okay, so those are the 2. I guess bundle them all together because that's how they quoted me.
Okay. $800.
No, that's what it should be, but it's not. So there are, okay, to be fair, it's like one full wall of drapery and 2 honeycomb blinds, which is what I picked. $4,000.
Okay, but wait, why do you need someone to install your drapery? That I've never done. Like, I just buy curtain rods that Victor installs, and then we order our curtains.
I have
Like,
no idea why we
from
can't
Bed Bath
DIY
and
this. It
Beyond.
seems like a lot of other people care. Well, I don't know. We've just always had people come in and install it. I think they last longer. I don't know. Like they get the measurements right. Maybe this is all a scam.
You're being a
but it
little
seems
high
like a lot of
class here
people
with
do.
your drapery, Teresa.
No, but I don't know. It just seems like it has to be perfectly measured.
Yeah.
I've never done it myself,
Take a
Emily.
measuring tape and measure your window.
No, it has to be perfect. Well, we also were getting the ones with the pleats.
Okay. You'll have to show me a picture.
You're like, I don't care.
But
okay.
I do like the honeycomb blinds. I am definitely a supporter of those because it's so much easier than using any sort of like string thing. And then it's nice that they can black out. And do you have like, I think one of ours, we had the option where it was like, if you pulled it all the way down, it was blackout, but then there was like another layer that let light in. I thought that was nice too for like the daytime, but you still get some privacy.
No.
Yes, you should look into that.
No. You know, I'm not too worried about that because we're in the suburbs and it's like the window is facing a part of the outside that you get a lot of privacy anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good then.
Yeah. Yeah. Versus like in the city. But good to know. That lady did not give me that option. I didn't like that.
Maybe because she knew like you don't need it.
Yeah. Wait, you're right. Why am I doing that? I don't know. I just feel like it goes back to my example from a couple podcasts ago where like some people just have these skill sets and some people don't. And we don't have that in this family or extended family.
Okay, that's fair. But I feel like maybe you could, it's probably too much work because you have a lot on your plate right now, but you could probably order the rod and the drapes you want and then hire like a handyman, you know, to like install it.
Okay, fair. Now I regret putting out a deposit. So
okay, I bet they're like way more beautiful than any drapes I've ever had. Let's just do a lot of content in front of them to make it worthwhile.
It's going to be my new background. You'll have to check it out there. I'll move my entire desk so you can just see the drapes.
Okay.
But they're blackout, so it'll be really dark in this room.
Amazing.
Okay. The next thing is because I moved, there's a lot of stuff that's happening where I have to change my address. So one of them is with USPS. So the great thing about USPS is they do a year of mail forwarding for free, and they only charge you for ID verification. Guess how much that cost?
Is that new? Oh, is it like they take a little money out of your bank account or something?
I think I could just use credit card. I'm not quite sure.
Wow. I don't know. $5?
No, it was only $1.10.
That's good.
I don't know why. I just feel like
something cheap.
Everything we do in this game is like really expensive. I was like, oh, ID verification. I mean, they're already giving me this service for free, which is really great, which they really should do for free.
Yeah.
And it was only $1 to verify ID. So I think that's why they let you. And I worked in the ID verification space. It's like not cheap to actually run the service either.
Yeah.
So I like it.
I'm trying to remember when we did that mail forwarding, though. I don't remember them even doing that. I thought maybe it was like sort of like, oh, there's like a deposit or withdrawal from your bank account to confirm, and it was only like 10 cents or something. So maybe that's new.
Oh, great.
But still, $1 is very fair.
It's
very worthwhile.
Like, I do think it's very fair. They could have done some price gouging there, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, the last one I have for you, so random, but it was on Marketplace for a grave.
What?
Like Like, it was so random. Like somebody was reselling their gravesite. And he was like, I bought this in 1980. It's technically for one person, but you can like with new laws or regulations, like you can actually dig it deep enough for two people.
Uh-huh.
So he was selling like two of these plots. It
Weird.
supposedly was like in a great space with a great view. Who
Uh-huh.
actually knows? But it's in the suburbs and in South Bay. Like, how much do you think that one gravesite is reselling?
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. 5,000?
No,
10,000?
more.
50,000?
I love how you're thinking about it like you got more information. No, it was 12,000 for one plot. So technically you could have two people in there. But I have absolutely no idea if he like discounted it or
Yeah.
like priced it at a premium because I also don't know how much grave sites cost.
Yeah. I guess if it's like forever, maybe that's a pretty good deal.
But is it forever? I wonder that too because like we're eventually going to run out of land to bury
Yeah.
everyone, right? Like
don't
after
know.
100 years, do they like dig the bodies out and like resell the plots?
I don't know. But I feel like in Boston, there's like really old cemeteries with like
Right.
famous historical people. So maybe they can't
Yeah.
just dig you up.
But those are historical people though, like not everyday citizens
That's
like
true.
me and you.
This is a very
I
morbid.
remember one time when I was doing a road trip in upstate New York. I think we went to like Vermont or something. My
Mhm.
friend and I stayed at a motel. It was cute, even though it was a motel, but right across the street, or maybe right next door, was a cemetery. And we had no idea. And it was just so
Did you
odd
get like
because
the
we just had
creep?
no idea. And to like, yeah, like to roll up and see a bunch of like, and it's East Coast too. So they just look,
Yeah,
they
creepier.
have that certain aesthetic,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it wasn't like a modern day cemetery.
I remember when I was looking for wedding venues, there was one kind of near Santa Cruz. And actually, the venue was really
Mhm.
nice, but my mom was like, no. She was like, she doesn't say this, but she was like, hell to the no. Because to get to the place, you had to pass this like huge cemetery. She was like, no, this is very bad.
Oh.
Like, can you imagine the guests driving in and having to see that? So it was immediately vetoed by my mother.
I cannot imagine your mom being like, hell to the no. The cemetery's here.
However you say that in Chinese is what she said.
Yeah. All
Okay,
right.
pop
That's
culture.
a wrap on our desk.
Okay, a wrap
Mhm.
on graves. Um, pop culture. So have you seen this dopamine menu thing?
No.
It's like a trend on TikTok where people post, I don't know where it originated from, maybe like a podcast or something, but basically people are posting little photo slideshows of their dopamine menu. And it's just like little things throughout the day that make them happy. So some people will be like, like a latte at a cafe or like a stroll by the beach or whatever. But I thought it was very mental health positive and it's like little things.
I like that.
And I was going to ask you what would be on your dopamine menu.
Ooh, okay. I haven't seen that at all, but
Oh.
definitely a coffee with almond milk in the morning. A little bit of vitamin D, like sunshine on my skin. I think I really, really appreciate that now because in SF, it was like always really cold when we first leave in the morning, even if it gets sunny later on.
Mhm.
What is it? Like runny eggs.
Oh.
Mine are all breakfast oriented. Oh gosh, this is kind of hard because I don't have any inspiration from
TikTok.
past ones. Yeah. Oh, like a full water bottle.
Oh, I love it.
What's on yours?
I don't really know, but definitely like I love sunsets. I think the colors of the sky make me really happy. 2 sleeping kids.
Yeah.
Dessert. Some sort of like cake. And this morning I was really craving like a matcha latte, but I didn't get one. But that would probably be on my dopamine.
Aw. That would definitely be on my, like, a warm night is definitely on my dopamine menu too. Not
Oh,
super hot, but like a warm summer night is what I really, really love. Because there's
I
so
love
few
that
of them in
too.
California.
Yeah, so true.
Okay,
Um,
let's move on to Ted Lasso.
there's a real chance that Ted Lasso is coming back for a season 4.
No, I thought it was over.
I thought so too, but I think maybe a different studio is interested in bringing it back for a season 4.
What will happen on season 4, though?
I don't know. But I'm kind of happy. Like I would love as long as they don't like butcher it too much, I think I still have appetite for like their lives and their stories
Yeah.
and hopefully they would do a good
Oh,
job
yeah.
of it. So, yeah.
Did you feel like Brooklyn Nine-Nine was the same after they moved networks?
I actually don't know when they moved networks, so maybe yes.
So I guess if you didn't even notice the difference, it probably didn't matter because they got canceled when they were super popular. And then,
I remember that. I remember they got canceled.
yeah, but I can't remember who picked them up. I've been trying to watch Emily in Paris, Emily. And
Uh-huh.
I don't know. What do you think about the new season?
I like it. I already finished the episodes that were released.
Oh, are they only half releasing them?
Yeah, I think the next batch, the second half of the season is coming out in like mid-September or something.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I'll try to get into it. I haven't been able to get past the first 5 minutes.
Really? Wait, so did you like the other seasons?
I did. I watched all of them. I think I even binged the last one.
But you're not into this season.
Okay, I think it's always it starts off a little bit cringy all the time, and then you get into it and you're really invested in their stories. And I thought they did a really nice recap because I was like, oh yeah, this happened. Oh yeah, that happened. But when it started and Emily appeared again, I'm like, oh, Emily again.
I agree. She is. I feel like it is a little cringy, like it's a little over the top, but I don't know. I think I have fond just memories of it because didn't it come out like peak COVID? And it was like such an escape and such a breath of fresh air to like see someone in the streets of Europe, like living a normal life. So I think I just associate it with all these like positive, free emotions. And so when I watch it, it brings me back to that feeling.
Yeah, and there's no other show like it that's like lighthearted but still has a good storyline.
Mm-hmm. And I like the people's like French accents too.
I don't love their over the top outfits, but I do like Camille's style a lot.
Yeah, she actually, I think they like upped her style this season too.
Oh, even more interesting. Okay. So it's worth checking out again.
Give it a try. You don't have to be like fully invested. You could like watch it while you're on your phone.
I saw this thing that was like Netflix should have a category that's like can watch while being on your phone 100% of the time.
That actually would be great. I would use it.
That basically like all my reality TV dating shows are something that you can do that for. All right, let's move on to family and wellness.
Yes. So I don't know if Charlie will ever listen to this podcast when she's older, but I just wanted to apologize to her and Cassie because they have a neurotic mother. It was like a couple weekends ago, right before Charlie was going to start kindergarten, and suddenly on a Saturday morning, she was starting to complain of like her stomach hurting and like I think being nauseous, and me projecting my feelings and also just like assuming, I was like, oh my gosh, she's getting anxiety about starting kindergarten and it's manifesting physically. And I went down this huge rabbit hole of trying to search what to do about anxious kids, how to help them. And I was talking to Victor, like, do we need to start therapy? And I think she just like ate something bad. And she like actually had a stomach ache. Because then like later in the evening, she like threw up once. And after that, she was like completely normal. And it's so funny because like when she was one of the times she was complaining during the day, like that her stomach hurt, I was like, do you think you're feeling nervous about school? And like, maybe that's making your tummy hurt. And she was like, it's funny you keep saying I'm nervous because I don't even feel nervous. And I was like forcing it on her.
You feel nervous, Charlie.
Child.
Well, that's good. I'm really happy to hear that she's not too nervous or not anxious about her new school at all, or at least not yet.
Yeah. Yeah,
And you're
she
just
did
a new
cry once, but
mother.
I think she's overall actually doing really well, and I'm proud of her.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, the older they get too, the much better they are at being adaptable to change and like being more resilient, it seems like. But at least now you know what to do if you have an anxious child. You probably looked up the best therapist in your area.
Yeah, I like tried to teach her this like breathing technique I saw on TikTok to like help calm down. And she's probably like, Mom, I'm just like nauseous. I'm not anxious.
I just ate something bad and you gave it to me. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny because the next thing that I put on my list was therapy. I was feeling so overwhelmed and I don't know. I was feeling so many things all at one time that I don't even think I can properly name all the emotions and feelings that I was personally going through because not only was so much stuff happening in my personal life, like work was really busy. I'm new to my job. I'm obviously still trying to prove myself too. And so there was just, then the kids were starting new schools. There's just like a lot of feelings, not even at conflict, but like overlapping with one another. And one day I was driving, I was like, I need to like somehow release this. I need to go to therapy or something because this is not like, at least I wish there was like something that's like a one-time therapy appointment where you just talk it all out. It's like an hour and a half long. And I know it's like what I'm feeling in the moment and something that could help me just feel better if I talked it out one time. And I don't really necessarily like, even today, I feel a lot better than I did just last week. And I wish just something like that existed out there. Like, yeah, you have friends, but I don't know. I don't want to complain to you for an hour and a half, Emily, even though I know I can.
Right? I've definitely done it to you before.
I've done it to you before either, but it's just like, it's hard to even know how to properly communicate or get it out. And I feel like therapists are very good at saying something back to you, saying your jumbled words back to you in a very concise manner. And so like you can start digesting like how you feel in that moment too.
Yeah. I wonder if there is something like that. I guess you could always do like a one-time session and not go back.
Yeah. And this just feels like, because I've done therapy in the past, like couples therapy, even individual therapy too. And it really just feels like there's that ramp up period where they like get to know you. They want you to fill out 20 million forms. And I needed like a dopamine therapy session.
I've seen, I don't know if it's real or if it's just another TikTok scam, but I've seen people post about like a way to make money is to be someone that people can like call to talk to. And like you just listen and probably don't have to really like provide any advice, but you just like listen and kind of like commiserate with them or show empathy. So maybe there is something sort of like a hybrid, not so much therapy, but like a session that you could vent or share your feelings and feel safe.
Yeah. It's like having an on-call friend.
That you have to pay for.
That you pay for. Yeah, I'm lucky that I have like people that I can talk to for free. But for those that don't, or maybe they want to vent about something confidential.
Yeah. Well, next time just call me.
When
I'm here. And I won't judge.
When I was in my 20s, I remember this, like my coworker was like, and when you're in your 20s, like all your coworkers are your friends, right? She had a boyfriend that she'd give me like every single detail. She complained about him all the time, but she would never complain to her like real friends, her like school close friends about him because she was worried about the judgment that they would give her if she complained so much.
Oh, interesting. You were her safe space.
Yeah. So like it could work, right? Like for these on-call friends. Like if you want to complain about something close to you, don't want your friends to know about.
Yeah, that's true. Or if you need to like complain about your friends.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's all the time that we have for today.
Okay. Thanks for listening.
Chatting with you.
Bye.
Bye.